Hey everybody, my name is Claude.
And I'm Clinton, and we're the Lamest Defenders. Today's episode, we are reviewing the explosive WandaVision finale. But should someone have cut the wire?
I don't know, maybe, but we got one of the worst jokes in MCU history, so there is a lot of hype for that. So let's give it a shot.
Hiya, Thanos. We're the Lamest Defenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com.
Welcome back, everyone. So for this week's episode, the finale, it really picks up right where, obviously the other episode left off.
Immediately.
Agatha is cucking the two boys on the street, which is kind of weird. It's child abuse. And so her and Wanda are about to go at it.
Is that like a minute in?
Her and Agatha are about to throw down in the neighborhood, and it was kind of cool just to see that build up.
Agatha wants her power, so she wants the Scarlet Witch power. So now she's just give it to me. Yeah. So they start doing the.
She's like a sponge when another magic source hits her. She's like mine. She's like Rogue for magic,
Actually, they're like chucking things, people, cars at each other. And then actually one of the better bits was when WandaVision, Scarlet Witch, whoever she is now,
whatever,
throws a car at her, Elizabeth Olsen, and hits her, and then you see her shoes, Agatha's shoes are underneath the car, just like Wizard of Oz. That was a great little touch.
From there, it kind of shows Agent Wu and what he's up to. Yeah. And it's just it was kind of weird because it's basically he's feigning that he called the FBI. He still hasn't yet. Yeah. And there's a point where he's in handcuffs and he's talking to Hayward. And it's really funny. I know he's supposed to be this magician now, but he's wearing the handcuffs. And there's a guard literally right behind him, and he's stealing the cell phone off the table.
And the paperclip.
Yeah, and the paperclip. And it's funny because you see the guard, and he's looking right at him.
It's like,
all right, whatever. I'm getting paid minimum wage.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter.
Yeah. Wanda is. So Agatha reveals to Wanda that she is controlling all these people, and so Agatha releases all of them.
Yeah.
Just to kind of show her you are holding these people hostage. It's. One of them, the mom from that 70s show, she literally goes you're poisoning us. Oh my God.
Yeah, because
intense.
Well, the whole time Juan is I'm not a bad guy, blah, blah, blah. But still, she's literally controlling all these people in this. It's basically, they're enslaved to Wanda's,
Yeah, the
vision.
ones Dottie wants to say, I want to see my daughter. You just let her out of her room, that'd be great. She could be a bully in next season or something like that. It's oh, no.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Speaking of next season and all that stuff, I think they've made it pretty clear. This episode is titled The Series Finale. So there is no more. This is going to be it, which I'm okay with. That's fine.
Yeah. The thing that really kind of, there's a, spoiler, there's a few bummers for me in this whole, I guess, just build up to this episode, and then you see it too. And the biggest thing for me, I guess, in terms of disappointment is the whole Quicksilver thing. And it had one of the lamest jokes ever when it's revealed who it really is. And his name was it Ralph Boner?
Ralph Boner, yeah.
And it was a dick joke.
Boner. And he's such a dude.
Yeah.
He's such a boring character.
Yeah. Just a stoner, an aspiring actor.
Yeah. And it was all a meta joke for Marvel fans, which was actually pretty good in that regard. That was pretty funny. Just some actor trying to make it in New Jersey. Yeah. So good luck with that.
Well, it kind of ties into, it kind of screws over the whole idea. So Wanda is screwing with reality somewhat, but I thought if that was really the Quicksilver from the Fox movies, that means it's actually happening now.
Yeah.
So I'm is that going to screw over my wet dream of Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland in Spider-Man 3 later this year? I don't know. Now it's it's possible that it doesn't happen. Yeah. So that's a big sad for me. So
after that, Wanda tries to release everybody, and she tries to release everyone. And she closes Westview down. So she's you see I thought it was a bubble. It looks like it's clearly a cube at this point now, and she's breaking down the cube, and then Vision is. Oh, I forgot to mention. Vision is fighting White Vision.
Yeah. the iPod. It's like Zune versus iPod in the sky, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah, that was so. I honestly was bored during it's the exact same two people fighting. Like, cool.
Yeah, it reminded me of Age of Ultron when Vision and all the other superheroes are just running around fighting each other, and I was like, okay. I mean,
well, this one, unlike Age of Ultron, if I could get this sentence out,
this is good.
Unlike Age of Ultron, you didn't have Captain America choking a robot.
Yeah,
which was my favorite part of that movie.
So obviously, this series gets a 0 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
But yeah, as she's breaking down the cube, Vision, her cognitive vision is
the one that's colored.
Yeah,
he's
breaking down. Yeah, you see the kids are kind of like disappearing, a la Back to the Future, and then you have a bunch of sword trucks like barreling in too, just to kind of like it's just like 3, I think. So just make it, and then as Wanda is bringing it down, she sees the Vision and her kids are disappearing, so then she brings it back up. So they're all trapped in there with her now.
I just thought it was just funny. It was just like, all right, maybe I'm good. And then she sees her family. I'm like, maybe I'm bad again. Like, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect's going to happen?
Yeah.
Whatever. So after that, as the sword agents are in, now Hayward wants his revenge. They like storm the central square, basically, where Wanda's at, and
yeah, and it was just like, it was such a mustache twisting thing where he comes in and Hayward just goes in, he sees the kids, and his first reaction is to shoot at children.
Just shoot them.
I guess he doesn't feel like they're real or whatever, or I don't know. I'm not making excuses for the writers.
Yeah.
And then probably my second biggest disappointment in the whole thing was just Monica Rambeau. Like, they didn't really do a whole lot with her, and it just fell flat. And then literally her entire role in this episode, really the show, is just standing in front of the kids before they get shot. And then the bullets were like, with her, it didn't really showcase her powers that well, except for the fact that she turned her body into like jello. So the bullets are like, and I was like, come on, like, she's got way cooler powers than that. I don't know if the budget ran out or.
So as Vision and Vision are still fighting, after he comes back to his
they're literally scissoring self in the air, like melding into each other.
Vision tries to reason with the new Vision, the all white one, and he basically gives him this puzzle about the ship of Thesis, and they have like this metaphysical existentialism discussion, and you come to realize that neither of them are the true Vision. So the one in Wanda's head gives Vision, activates his memories.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden he's like,
my RAM has been upgraded.
Like, oh, cool. Like, he doesn't have the cool eyes anymore, which really bummed me out. I thought he actually looked really awesome looking.
Yeah.
And then he has like Paul Bettany eyes.
Yeah.
and then he just like, oh, I'm good. And then he just leaves. He just
farts out of there.
Yeah, just like, okay.
Yeah, cool. And I guess he can totally leave the bubble because he's actually physically made.
That's true.
Like, he's not. So, yeah,
he has part of the whatever chaos magic in him. So,
and then during Wanda and Agatha's fight, Wanda does the old trick from Age of Ultron, which is like the spooky fingers, and basically tries to scare Agatha and go into her memories about some of her deepest fears. And then if you remember from, I think it was last episode with the witches and stuff, that's one of her retained memories.
Yeah.
And then, it doesn't really turn out for Wanda, and the spooky zombie witches actually turn on her.
Yeah, Agatha almost feels like she lured her into it. She's like, oh, no, please. And then it's just like, oh, never mind, LOL.
Yeah.
She just kind of turned it on her.
Hit the reverse card from Uno. And then, for this part, so after they break out of that, it's literally a Dragon Ball Z fight in the air. It was just Wanda just throwing fireballs at her, like magic farts at her, and
trying to.
Agatha's taking it like, give me that.
Yeah, give me more power. And then she tries to use the Scarlet Witch powers on Wanda, and nothing happens. But
performance anxiety. Yeah, and there's another Dragon Ball Z reference because she's turning Super Saiyan. She becomes a Scarlet Witch. So it all ties around Dragon Ball Z. I have a theory how the whole MCU is actually Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, and then that's when Agatha starts to get really scared. Because the whole reason that Agatha can't do anything is because Wanda did a little tricky on her, and she put up the runes.
Yeah, she put massive runes when no one was looking, evidently, on the bubbles. And so like only the witch who casts the runes can cast the spells. So it was like, okay, that's cool. And then Agatha what does Agatha do after that?
She just, it's like a soda going flat. She just like,
yeah, oh yeah, like Wanda. So Wanda brings her down to the ground, and then she turns her into the nosy neighbor.
Yeah.
So she just keeps her in that life with just awful puns and all this other stuff, like cliche lines that any nosy neighbor would say. So
I think she'll definitely pop up in Doctor Strange too.
I really hope so. I do not want this character to go away.
Oh no, yeah, like, she's too good.
Catherine Hahn, I think that's what her last name is. Like she's awesome.
Yeah.
She stole this show,
yeah, definitely.
as far as I'm concerned.
Probably it was really funny too whenever that happens, or like when the bubble dissipates and all the people are freed. Wanda literally does like a perp walk down the street and everyone's just watching her.
Yeah, I would be pretty pissed off too, honestly, if it were me. So.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Talk to you later. LOL. Yeah. Yeah. So the show really ends with. Yeah, obviously this is a spoiler review. So she's dissipating the bubble, the hex, and she accepts the fact that Vision and her kids were just there as figments of her imagination in this hex. And she says goodbye to the kids. She thanks them for accepting her as her mother. And then she's like, all right, you're going to die. I'll talk to you later. And then her and Vision are just getting really, they're just talking about like the whole thing. And Vision just accepts that she's just a memory of Wanda, and Wanda basically says, you're my weakness, but my strength, but most importantly, my love. And I was like, okay, like it's getting weird. And then he's gone. Like the bubble dissipates. So, but it kind of is really disappointing because there isn't any real sadness, because they basically say we're going to see each other again, and then White Vision,
he's still there.
He's just flying around
he's
wherever,
somewhere.
So it just, that ending kind of just
hope he doesn't get fingerprints all over digital iPod.
Yeah. Greasy. So it just ended flat to me.
With Hayward gets arrested. Darcy
does nothing.
Darcy he tries to escape in a Humvee, and Darcy pins him to another Humvee, I guess. So
he should be dead.
Hayward was such a wasted character in this. Like I thought he was going to be almost like a Nick Fury type. Yeah. And then he, just like you said earlier, a mustache trolling villain. Like such a bad villain too.
Plus, like the writing in the beginning, he was cool, and I thought they would make more of an effort to make the writing meld into why he's a villain. Like it was just all of a sudden there's a switch that turned on. He's a dick.
Yeah, he had a purpose in the beginning. It's like, well, you don't know what you've lost. Like we can never have that happen again. And then it's like that was it. Now he's just like, man, I don't like everyone. Right. So. All right.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of hype with like MCU, like cameos coming in and what it could mean for the mutants and all this other stuff. I think that was just user-generated hype for it, and they didn't accept the fact that it could just be its own show. Yeah. They're like, oh no, we need more and more, references, Doctor Strange cameos, mutants. Yeah.
Which we both thought Doctor Strange was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and for it to not, it was just like, oh. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll see you next summer, But I'm okay with that, but at the same time, it's just like the ending, like it didn't really feel like it stuck the landing to me. Like it ended flat.
But we have the reveal now that she is a Scarlet Witch. Yeah. Like that is without a doubt, because there are two credits breaks, one mid, one the other at the end. The mid one is the Monica Rambeau meeting up with
a Skrull.
Skrull, yeah.
And that was just like
that was Captain Marvel too.
We'll see you in space.
Okay, that's cool. And then the second one was WandaVision in what looks like Norway, like a
WandaVision. You mean Wanda?
I did it again.
You
My
fool.
bad. Yeah. Wanda up in
her name is WandaVision now, starting today.
Well, she took his last name.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wanda is up in a Scandinavian country. It looks like Norway. This beautiful, like mountain lake area.
It's like the Hulk living in solitude.
Like, and she's just there drinking her cup of tea on the porch. She goes inside, and there's Scarlet Witch in the bedroom doing the astral projection, like Doctor Strange, reading the Darkhold.
Yeah,
the Darkhold,
the book of naughtiness,
trying to become a more powerful.
Sorry to interrupt, but it kind of reminded me of Dr. Manhattan, where he just can project himself and do multiple things, and now she's arguably one of the most powerful characters now, if not the most powerful.
Yeah.
Sans Blue Wang.
Darkhold the Darkhold book said that she would be more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
So this is this is kind of prophesized, which also really kind of makes it easier for the MCU in case Cumberbatch is like, I'm out. And he doesn't want to do it anymore. So.
The ancient text.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then at the very end, she hears her children screaming.
Oh, yeah.
So calling for help. So obviously they're not really gone. And that could lead, that could lead to Young Avengers down the line. So overall, what are your thoughts for this episode specifically? Out of 10, what would you rate it?
Out of 10, I don't know, like a 6 or 7.
6? Okay.
Maybe a 7.
Yeah.
A 7. Like the ending, there were some really like nice moments between Wanda and Vision. Like my favorite line was, Vision says like, we've said goodbye before.
Yeah.
And then Wanda says, so we'll say hello later or something. Say hello again. It was like, that was kind of sweet.
Which is
like,
really funny because nice. Quicksilver, it was like, your dead husband can't die twice or whatever. It's like the third time he's dead.
He will die again.
He's over. Marvel just can't say goodbye to Vision.
Nope.
So, yeah, I'm in agreement. So I would say this is a 7. I thought it was okay. It was good. It's just there's so many things that, like characters, I'm really disappointed with. There wasn't a whole lot of development, and it just seemed rushed. And then Monica teasing, I guess, that engineer person, it led to absolutely nothing. No one cares. I guess it really was just some random Air Force chick in the woods.
Random colonel.
With the Armageddon truck. And
it was such a build up and then very little payoff.
Yeah.
So
it's like our show. But anyway, I guess we'll end on that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys soon. We plan on doing a few more WandaVision videos, so this isn't the end.
Yeah, we'll do a series wrap up. Everything's going to go after that. And after that, in a couple weeks, it's going to be Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
Yeah, definitely.
That'll be a good one.
For sure. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks. See ya. Stay lame.
Bye.